Liquor Talk. Brand new episode starts right now. Welcome everybody to another edition of Liquor Talk. Welcome back to Liquor Talk. I'm your man Victor. I'm the host of the Liquor Talk podcast. Thank you for tuning in, whether you're tuning in on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and of course Spotify. Get those drinks poured up, ladies and gentlemen, because podcasting with us today. She is an adult entertainer, adult entrepreneur. She also has her own podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Paislee Haze. How you doing today, Paislee?
Hey, how are you? I'm doing great.
Welcome to Liquor Talk. You are not the first adult entertainer to come on Liquor Talk. So for those of you out there listening, you might want to hide your kids because this is some adult themes. So I'm just forewarning y'all. Go ahead and hide the kids and stuff. You don't want them being traumatized or talking about their childhood. I mean, they're gonna learn about it anyway, but it is what it is. We got another adult work on. Guess what? Y'all people too love to talk to y'all. So tell the people about. We'll start with the Mattress Academy, the Mattress Actress Academy. Talk to me about the academy. What made you want to start this academy?
um, well, back in 2020, I knew I wanted a digital course in teaching people how to do PSO, which is phone sex operating, and camming. And so the timing just wasn't right. In 2022, I started my Paislee Haze YouTube channel. And it just kind of took off from there. Girls were constantly asking, could I mentor them? Would I teach them stuff? Could they pay for some extra time? And that's when I started doing consultations to essentially teach women how to be PSOs and care models and structure themselves and being able to sell themselves as an e-girl. So did that, and then last year in 2023, I officially launched Mattress Actress Academy, and that's where they get to come with me for 10 weeks. And we meet twice a week and go over, everything. I get to hold them accountable. We set up our schedules, we set goals, and I make sure that they're on the right track to actually reach their goals because everyone's goals is different. So,
Mm, that's real. That's real. So why does it take 10 weeks? Is there a lot about being on the camera, being an adult actress they have to learn?
oh yes. Okay, so really, the first go around I did it was 16 weeks because oh my gosh, I just couldn't figure out how to structure it, like to get it all out there. But honestly, even 10 weeks I feel like is not enough to like really go like I still talk to some of my previous students just to make sure that they're on the right tracks. Like one of my students, she just won the mini vids Cupid contest, so extra money in her pocket, and then they reach out and still be like, "Okay, Paisley, I'm reaching my goals this week. I'm still making my schedules. I'm still doing this." So it's a lot of valuable information that we go over. Plus, to be successful in this, people think you could just sign up for something and instantly make all this money, and it's just not that.
Mm. They said the same thing about podcasting. Some people thought it was let me just get on the mic and start talking, and I'm gonna get make money and have a lot of followers. It's had a lot of
Mhm,
viewership, and no, it ain't like that. For whatever
mhm.
it is, you gotta put into work, and I think people need to realize that no matter what you go through, you have to put into work.
Yeah, for sure.
So, what made you decide you wanted to be a mentor to everybody instead of just being in the business for yourself?
Well, for starters, my overall goal in life is to be able to just inspire, honestly, and show people like you can really, one, come from nothing and make something out of yourself. No matter what people tell you, you could do whatever you want to do. And, just be able to have confidence and live life correctly and be happy. I feel like a lot of people are missing that. So, um, on top of all of the adult industry people following me, like they all just like me. I consider myself the friend to all the porn stars because, people just flock to me. So I think it was that. And then It honestly, it was a struggle. Oh my gosh, it was a struggle trying to learn how to do PSO because YouTube at the time before I started making videos, it was like 3. And they were like old, like years old, like 1990s phone sex style. And it's just not that anymore. So in 2019, there was nothing. I couldn't find anything.
Mm,
And being that it was so hard and I kind of lost money before I made money, I didn't want girls to make the same mistake. So kind of just a mix of all that.
that's real. Now, have has any men approached you about wanting to get help and stuff? Because I had somebody as well, like a long time ago. He says, "Oh, they be paying men too to get on cameras and stuff." I'm like,
Yes.
really? Who gonna pay a man? But I don't know. Gotta, it's 2024. You gotta be open minded, right?
No, for sure. So I do consultations with everybody under the sun. So men, women, trans, couples, straight men, gay men, people from all over the world, really. I get a lot of people from the UK and Canada and Brazil. So it's just everybody. And if you believe you could succeed in this industry, you could do it. No matter
Mhm.
what you look like, no matter your skin, no matter how big or small you are, like you could be successful in this industry. But it takes work now. It takes work.
Yeah, of course. With anything we've established does take work. What did you learn about yourself going through the adult industry and becoming the success that you are? What have you learned about yourself, and what ways they make you a better person?
Oh, this is a really good story. So I got into this when I was 27, turning on 28, I believe. Maybe I got the years wrong, but anyways, I didn't really like myself. And I took a this journey of going through this. I guess I can give it to credit to this, but also at the same time, I was just mm, intentionally working on me to be a happier person. And from 28 to 32, it took a lot of work, but I finally decided to like love myself and like the body that I'm in and just the way I think and how I am and everything about me. And I think that's where I got a lot of growth. I learned to like really love me. So, yeah.
Yeah. I would think you would have to love yourself to be on the camera and stuff. So to put yourself out there, you would have to really love yourself in order to do that, right?
Yeah, because you get to stare at yourself, but you're also noticing all your flaws and stuff. So for some people, it could be an insecurity if you're just sitting on your screen for 5 hours, looking at yourself, noticing every little thing. But when people come and start tipping for your flaws, they're like, "Oh my gosh, you got the beautiful stretch marks, or you have this," and they're throwing money at you. You're gonna think a little bit different.
Yeah, money does make things change. So now I know you mentioned me you do have kids. Now, what would you say to your kids when they find out all this about you when they grow up? So when they become of age and they go off to college and they might have to deal with kids. Oh, I got your mom's content on here and stuff because I've heard some adult actors have to deal with that. You know what I'm saying? Because they
Mhm.
said their friends that their kids were buying up their content, subscribing to their content to tease their
Oh my
kids.
gosh.
That I'm like, kids are ruthless. So what have you mentally prepared for that?
Yes. So for one, me and my kid are really, really close. And I feel like when it's that time, whenever she's like, "Oh, do you do this?" or "What do you do?" or "What's this mean?" It's just going to be time to talk about it. And I'm fully prepared to do so. We've had several conversations that lets me know that if she was to find this out, she would just be like, like, just say she's like 18 to 21 and finds this out. She'd be like, "Yeah, that makes sense." You know?
Mm,
So I just find her being really accepting. I mean, we've even had conversations like I feel like the TikTok exposes them to a lot of things. So I've had to just be like mindful that at this age, I didn't know a lot of these types of things or they just weren't talked about. Like for instance, the subject of trans was brought up and I was just joking. I was like, "Well, what if mommy was trans?" And just like, "I wouldn't care. I would love you no matter what." So things like that let me believe whenever this does come out, it's I'm gonna love you no matter what. I don't care what people think. Like she's very strong. So she'll handle it well.
Yes, I can definitely respect a strong child. Now now having said that, would you be okay if your child when she becomes of age says, "Mommy, I want to do this"? Because I've heard stories from lady rappers saying that they wouldn't have the things they talk about in their songs. They wouldn't want their daughter to live that life. Now, are you
Mhm.
opposed to it, or where do you stand on that?
Being that I do everything from my house behind a screen, I never leave anywhere. It's nothing in person. I'm not ashamed of this. And I feel like any adult over the age of 18, if you want to do this to make your money or your side money or whatever, I don't feel ashamed of this, you know? So like the normal society things, like what their reactions to things, I'm just like, okay. Of course that's not what you want, but if it was to happen, would I be like so pissed off and mad? No. I'm by myself, you
Yeah,
know? If she said, "Oh, yeah, like, men just pay me to ignore them," would
they
I be
pay
mad at that? No.
they pay them to ignore you.
Yeah, like, I'll sit on the phone with them hour, 2 hours just ignoring them. Of course, I'm doing other things. It allows me to buy back my time is what it does, but yeah, sit there and pay, like, $2, $3 a minute just to sit and ignore you.
Wow,
Ignore
that
them. Mhm.
okay, that's interesting. That's funny. Like I said, because I know as a man, I'd pay somebody if it were, I would pay somebody to talk to. Yeah, but that's a new one.
Yeah, that's what I wanna let a lot of people know, like, it's a lot of cool fetishes out here that you never really hear about, but I do get paid to ignore every single day I'm ignoring someone, which lets me know there's a lot of guys that like to be ignored.
Mm, I don't know what's wrong with them guys, but it is what it is. Okay, sticking with the fetishes, what is the strangest fetish that you heard that you were just like, "What the fuck?" when you first heard it?
Oh, freak. Strange is a funny word because it takes a lot to weird me out after everything, but the strangest thing that I've had to deal with was watching a guy, let's find the right words, urinate in the toilet and then take a wine glass and scoop it and drink it.
What?
That's probably the weirdest.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna say so. A man paying a woman to take a shit on was the weirdest, but that's okay. That beats that.
Well, everything I do is online, so
Hmm.
yeah. But I mean, they do like the shitting videos and all that. If you're into that, charge. Don't undercharge yourself because they will pay.
Hmm. Hey, hey, there's some things out there I've learned even from my previous conversations with people in the adult industry. There are some
Mhm.
things out there that you can get paid for that you didn't even that the normal person, normal civilians like
Yeah,
they pay for that. I
yeah.
never would have imagined that.
They do.
Yeah, to those men, please seek help. I don't get it. Personally.
Well,
I
they get a lot
don't
of
get
help with me because, like, for instance, that guy who just wanted to drink it, we were on a video chat for like 5 hours. I think I got paid like 870, 840 for those 5 hours. But I just sat and talked. Like I didn't have to
mm,
do anything but talk. And honestly, the conversation was really good. But it's just every so often like how we're sitting here, liquor talk.
yeah.
He was having his own liquor
That-
talk.
that's a version of liquor talk I don't even approve of right there. I don't I don't approve of
Oh my
that.
gosh.
Give me some liquor and call it a day. Look, I don't approve of that. Bodily fluids come out of your body for a reason, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And you can make money off of them, men and women.
Wow. But
Yeah.
ladies and gentlemen, this is Liquor Talk. The more you drink, the better we sound. So if y'all might need some liquor to get through this conversation, y'all. If y'all already being weirded out, y'all just get y'all some liquor and let's get through this conversation because you can learn a lot of different things.
Yeah.
Like I just learned that people will piss in the toilet, then scoop it out and sip on it as if it's some wine.
Yes.
Even when I run
I
that
can't.
back,
I
I'm like,
can't
that
make
is
it
just
up.
crazy.
Mhm.
So, what is your biggest advice to anybody looking to do this? Like, now, have you, besides that, answer that, and I'm gonna come back with another question because another question that popped into my mind. But what's your biggest advice to anybody wanting to get in this?
Okay, so biggest advice would be if you don't believe you can make money with this, if you don't believe you can make $300-$400 a day, $100 a day, whatever, you don't believe you can do it, you won't. If you're not going to be consistent, or you're not prepared to treat this like an actual job, make a schedule, stick to it, work the hours, not be distracted, and all this is not for you. If you are too worried about people finding out, this is the internet, it's open. Yes, you can geo block on a lot of sites. However, it's still out there. Once it's on the internet, it's out there forever. If you're not prepared for that, please do not put your content out there. And stick to your boundaries. Stick to your boundaries.
Mm,
Yeah.
that's real. Now, what's something? Now, what's your safe word? Do you just tell people straight up, "Hey, this is hitting my boundaries"? Because I'm surprised. I've heard some things about porn stars. I'm like, I didn't know some had boundaries.
Yeah, yeah, some do have boundaries. Well, here's the thing. I'm always by myself. So they can't force me to do anything on the other side of the screen. Now they can't be demanding, like I don't really like dominant guys online. Because they just kind of want to be extreme, want to see you hurt yourself and things, and I'm not doing all that. I don't do anal, and I'm not doing taboo talk, no family talk, no age play, no race play, no none of that. It's not my thing. So other than that, I'm open. I like to find guys to just sit and talk. I usually focus on my shifts, maybe to find 1 to 3 guys that just buy out my day and spend my time with those gentlemen.
Mm, that's real. Now, what have you now shifting back to the course and stuff, the teacher side of you now?
Mhm.
Has there been any students that you're like, you're not going to make it? You could tell by how they're doing within the first few weeks of class that they're not going to make it. Like, have you ever had that situation happen?
Okay, so with students, no. With girls that get consultations, yes. But I'm just honest with them. Like, maybe you should try this, or if you giving me one too many excuses, then maybe you need to go find a 9 to 5 job or find something else. Like, because I don't really tolerate their excuses. And with my students, because they watch me on YouTube first. They found me on YouTube first, so they like me. They fall in love with my personality, which, by the way, Paislee Haze on YouTube. But they find me there, so they like me. So I typically get or guys or whoever, people that I'm for. So personalities mesh well, and my students have been great, awesome women. Thank y'all.
Shout out to our students; they've been wonderful as well. Now, talk to me about the Doobies to Dollars podcast. Have you? What's going on there? Are you gonna bring that back soon?
Yes, I want to bring that back. I want to launch it back again on 420 this year. I've taken about a year and a half off. I started it in 2021 because like the pervy guys on the phone kept telling me I need to start a podcast. They would just talk to me. Like people think phone sex is super sexual, but my guys like me. So they get to know me and different things. And one too many said start a podcast, so I did. I started off by interviewing rappers in the Houston area, like Sona for Vegas, DJ Chose, Peso Peso, did vlogs, interviewed like tarot shops like Moon Magic. Then I started interviewing all my porn star friends because why not? I'm friends with all of them, so might as well get them too.
Yeah.
And
Like I said, listen, you got a guest right here. Whenever you need me, just let me know.
yeah, for sure. I'll send them your way.
So wait, are you based in Houston?
Yeah, I'm in Houston.
And now I got a sibling in Houston that stayed trying to recruit me to come out to Houston. I'm coming, sis. I don't know when, but I'm coming. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to leave Florida, but I don't know if I could deal with that Houston traffic.
Yeah. But it's cool. I've been here my whole life.
But what's something that you wish that you would have learned about the adult industry that you wish you would have known before you got started?
Oh, that's a good question. Mm, I don't know. Maybe you can't do this alone or you're going to be really successful. See, I came in at a great time. I came in before pandemic. So I didn't come in with this rush of people thinking they know how to do OnlyFans and not realizing it's actual work. When I came in, I was like prepared a little bit better and I watched YouTube videos on Cam and I didn't just think I knew what I was doing. So I did take the time to do research. I feel like a lot of people don't know that. So maybe they should know that you need to research. Um I didn't know I would find people I really like good people, good, solid friendships.
Hmm.
So there's that.
And I feel that. I actually feel the same way about podcasting. Like I've made a lot of good friends in podcasting that I'm like, hey, I'm in different cities, so hey, let me know. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely feel you on all that.
Hmm.
Now, getting to some of the myths. What are some of the myths that you're like you hear people say all the time, but you're in it, but you're like that is not true.
Anybody could just sell some feet pictures. Not true. It's work. um, what else? That's just the first thing that popped in my head. What do people say about this? I'm so far removed from like people that aren't in here. So I don't
Uh,
know. What are people saying?
some people think it's easy to just start adult work, and then some people, like I said, they think all they gotta do is just take the foot pics and stuff, and that's it.
Mm-mm. It's work. It's work. It's a work. Um, I love how this world is like sex work is one umbrella, but then there's so many different departments.
Mm,
And so from people that want to do in-person stuff to just staying behind the screen or not even showing your souls at all and doing audio. You can find something for anybody in here. So
mm,
I do feel like almost anybody could do it because, there is something for everybody, but it is work.
mm. Yes, I figured that it would be work and stuff. So
Yeah.
now shifting. Now, do you prefer being by yourself, or do you like shooting scenes?
Okay, so I've only did one boy girl scene. Well, I've only did one fluid swapping scene, period, with one person. So shout out Finney's Playhouse. I've done light stuff with girls like Charisma DeLuca and Marilyn Marie, but it's always been like side by side or it's not fluid swapping. And I don't know. That's my extent of it. I don't do scenes. I feel like some of I make about the same money as them, so why do I need to go do that?
Mm. I mean, you never said for the experience or to say
Well, I
you
mean,
done.
I tried it with Finny. It was great.
Mm,
Beautiful experience.
mm,
But it's not for me. Like, I don't know, like my body, it could be for the world to see. That's cool. They can look at it, but like it's like don't touch. It's for my person. Like
mm.
I'll be on display, but only select few's gonna get a
So
peek.
you're like a selective museum because in museums you can walk around and you can look but you can't touch.
Yeah, that's a great way to put it.
That's
Yeah.
interesting. So I usually thought that most porn stars some get into because they actually like sex, but.
But I like sex with my person.
Mm.
And now it's just like, I don't know, if I get into it, I feel like I'm just fucking my friends. Like I get so annoyed going to like Pornhub or some of these sites because it's less like, up, I'm turned off. There's my friend again. Like, oh my gosh, it's content. Let me get back to work.
So you get turned off if you see somebody you know.
Well, I'm not turned off because that would be putting down their content, and they have some beautiful content and some fire content. But because they're my friends and I know that it's work, it triggers in my brain. What the fuck are you doing? They're on here posting videos working. Why aren't you? So I'd be like,
Mm.
get back to work. No nut.
Or maybe you could get the nut and then go to work.
Well, sometimes do it real quick or whatever. Get it over with. Get back to work.
Yeah, don't stop the nut. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you're already close to getting the nut. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. already there.
Yeah, yes, yes. So now, what's something about the scenes that you look at? You're like, okay, this is just crazy.
Well, getting into like the wet and messy and like getting like one time I did this scene and it's just me and like 20 pies and my wig and my body just squishing them. Just that's pretty cool. Um the fun cosplays. What was the question? I'm sorry. Maybe I'm not answering the question.
I think you did answer the question. It was
Okay.
just like, what's the craziest thing you've seen like
Okay.
during the scenes?
Yeah, but like my friends, they be doing ramen and everything.
Mm.
Gang bangs, 10 guys, all these cream pies. I mean, I've got to record it. Like when I get to record my friends, it's pretty cool. It's
Mm.
pretty cool.
So do they ever be like, "Hey, Paisley, you need to get in on this" or whatever? Or they be asking you when are you gonna get in on it?
Yeah, before I did my scene, for sure, I would have friends ask, like, do you want to do this? I get companies reach out to me all the time. I accept solo work from companies,
Mm.
but it's not for me. They don't pressure me. And plus, I kind of like it this way because it allows them to be my friend and not look at me as competition, like they look
Mm.
at each other.
Oh wait, porn stars be looking at each other like they're competition?
Oh, yeah, it's a lot of pettiness for sure. It's like the rap industry, honestly. It's like any other kind of entrepreneur
Yeah.
entertainment deal. Yeah.
Damn. That's crazy. How you would think everybody be trying to eat together. Like there's plenty of sex sales. People don't realize that sex sells. That there's plenty of work for everybody. I don't know why people want to have these competitions.
Well, I don't know. People are people, and they will. But I do try to bring fellowship together. I actually took a pause for the past couple months, but I was doing community fellowship for all the adult workers, and I appreciated everybody that showed up because I would have a big audience, and just come and tell them about disciplining themselves or organizing or getting structure for the next week or being in a safe space where they could tell me about their burnout or whatever the case is. So I do try to bring unity to the community, but I'm only one person now.
No, I understand. I understand. You're only one person and you're doing the work. I know sometimes it feels like God's work to try to bring
Yeah.
everybody together, but some people
Yeah,
they
because I
don't.
tell them the world is already against us. The world looks down on adult workers. It is what it is. That's just how they do. But we don't need to be catty with each other because we should be like a family unit.
Yes, you should
Mhm.
definitely be a family unit. You guys should be united by the fact that so many people in the world look down on us. But I'm like, I find it crazy because I'm like, why would anybody be against y'all when everybody got to get a nut every once in a while,
Yeah.
And some people just they film themselves getting a nut. Or
Yeah.
let's talk a little bit about sexual health that some people may not know. So, how are the porn stars, able to last long to keep doing all them scenes? Because I
Because
know you can get tiresome.
well, from my friends, I know they get tested every 2 weeks, and they have to go through a talent tested or industry standard testing. It can't just be your own doctor or whatever the case is, which allows you to see access and know, if they're actually clean or not. They actually have to go through the whole anal swabbing and everything is industry standard. So every 2 weeks they're going through that to stay safe. Um, Other than that, I really don't know. Like my only sexual health, what I would advise like people that do what I do was to be make sure you clean your toys and to understand that these $40 toys that you buy on Amazon, they're cool for a month or so, but get rid of them because one caused me a bad yeast infection
Oh, what?
from just having a toy for a while.
Wait, but don't you clean even don't you
Even if you
clean
clean
those?
them, because it's like the cheaper ones are made out of cheaper material that starts wearing off every, I don't know how to describe it, but like the cheap $40 ones you get on Amazon
Mhm.
aren't meant to last.
So what? So the ones that are meant to last will be the ones you walk into your adult store and buy.
Yeah, more expensive ones are different ones. Don't quote me and ask me which ones, I don't know, but I just know that one after a few months it gave me a really bad yeast infection and I wasn't having sex with anybody. I was cleaning my toys. I'm just with myself, so that's where it had to have came from.
Oh man, well I hope you recovered from that because
Oh
that's
yeah, that thing was itchy on it. Whew, on it.
that's crazy to get a yeast infection from a damn toy.
Yeah.
That's a little scary right there.
Yeah. So be safe. Like people need to clean their stuff. Clean, clean, clean.
Yeah. So another thing I want to ask you, well, I don't know if I can ask you this, but from what you can see, like, what is the difference between sex on the camera and then sex with your partner, like somebody you're actually in love with?
The connection.
Mm,
With the scene, you're worried about getting the correct angles. It's not really what makes you feel good. It's is this going to sell? Is this the good angle? Did we get the pop shot? Did we get like certain, stuff that they have to get for their what depending on what type of scene that they're filming, did it come out right? So um stuff with your partner is different.
mm.
Was supposed to be special and a bond and a deeper connection.
Yeah.
Just
So okay. So I guess if you're on scene, it doesn't even matter if you get yours or if they get theirs.
well, the guys are probably gonna get theirs, right? Because you need the actual pop shot. That's what they want to see. But
Mm,
the girls, it's a hit or miss.
mm. I feel bad for sometimes I feel bad for the girls because it's like, what's the point in doing this if you can't even get yours?
The money.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, the money good
It's
and
just
all.
like if you go work at wherever job, like you're just working to get the paycheck. You don't really care about their business or their corporation. You're just trying to get your paycheck. So is this scene going to sell? Is it believable?
Mm,
Yeah.
I got you.
But
Um,
sometimes I feel bad for the guys more than the girls on set because girls, we don't have to get hard. Guys have to get hard and stay hard and know how to control it. So if it's like, hey, we need to stop and take a break, you got to stay like that. And not a lot of guys can. You
yeah, you
can't
got
go
that.
down. And it's like, it's not the girl's job to make you feel turned on. She's your work partner. She's not it's your job to make sure that you stay like
Mm,
that. So
yeah, that sounds in itself a challenge to stay hard. You know, so
with the crew.
yeah,
Hmm.
especially if you get off, it's like it's gonna be hard to get it back up once you done got off.
Hmm.
So
But shout out to the ones that can. There's some great male talent out there that can.
yeah, shout out to all the male talent out there, and also shout out to the ones that done came through Liquor Talk. I appreciate those guys. And if any other male talent want to come on Liquor Talk, y'all let me know. We'll definitely get a conversation going as well. So, what is something a man can do to make sex better for women?
This is the thing that they can do. I can only answer that for my partner. What men fail to realize is every woman is different. written down there. For instance, me, I don't like anything that curves. If it curves, it's going to be very painful. The reason why is because most vaginas tilt, like on the inside, one way or the other. Mine is straight. I
Mm-hmm.
learned that I have a straight canal when I went to give birth, which is why it wasn't painful for me. It just she came. But
Mm-hmm.
nonetheless, because I don't have a curve or no, a tilt, curved ones really are painful. Um, to not tell, like, you know what? The guys on cam, they'll be like, okay, this is about you. I want to make you feel good. But then they'll tell you to do things that don't make me feel good. They're like, oh, rub your clit in circle. Well, that don't feel good for me. Maybe for another person, but for me. So, and then you're asking me, how's it feel? I'm having a fake because it doesn't feel good. Or you're saying, rub it fast or do it this or do that. Every vagina's different. They're
Mm-hmm.
made different. Look at some lips are longer, some this. You gotta really find what makes each one tick. It's like a new game each time.
Yeah, that's definitely a new game of time, and I've known for personal, like you might be able to do one thing for this one woman, you have her going crazy, and then you try that thing on another woman, that woman just looking at you like you're stupid. I'm like,
Hmm. Yeah. Yep.
but that's correct. And also, what is something that that when it comes to this kind of work and stuff, how's the health? How do you like stay healthy? Is it the diet, or do you stay doing it regularly?
Honey, I cook. Okay, I cook. I cook. I'm Southern cook. Smothered this, smothered that. Right now, I've been cooking pork tenderloin all day to make homemade pulled pork sandwiches with baked beans and macaroni.
Damn, that sounds good.
I eat. Okay, that's what I'm about to go. I'm about to go right over there as soon as we're done with this.
Yeah.
Um, I think though you need to have some sort of health because it's not healthy just to sit behind your screen all day and don't get out, get fresh air, take a walk, get exercise, stretch. I'm 34 years old. Like I have to stretch. I have to stretch. And I think that's important to do. You know,
Mm,
if you're somebody like me that doesn't exercise regularly or eat healthy.
yeah, understood, understood. So now, what's some advice you would give to people that are on OnlyFans right now? Because they'll be complaining about some of them. They don't even get paid. Like that's only the big time celebrities that are getting paid, and it's like I come across so many OnlyFans pages, and I sit there and wonder, like, I wonder how much are y'all really getting paid off this?
So this is what I need to tell the world. OnlyFans doesn't have an integrated network system where they can find you, meaning you are responsible for driving 100% of your traffic to your page. If you do not have a fan base, why the fuck would you think you could start a fan club?
Mm,
Okay, so that's for starters. Let's stop getting on that site and going to sites that have an internal fan base where they can find you. For instance, clip sites, ManyVids, Loyal Fans, Clips for Sale, I Want Clips. All of those have traffics. The more often you post, you're getting seen. Your videos are actually selling. Your content's selling great. Um, so that would be my thing. Stop thinking that that's the entrance into this world when you ain't got no fans.
mm. Hey, that makes perfect sense though. Now,
Yeah.
what do you think about this story about? Because I saw a story where a Florida mom got kicked out of the Christian school. They're not even allowed to pick up their kids because they found out she got an OnlyFans.
Well, I think that's the one that had it like on her car. But like, what kind of sense do you have if your kid's in Christian school having that on your car? Like, why would you think that would be cool? Or even if it's not a Christian school, why the hell would you think that's cool to put it on the back of your car at a school where you know predominantly drive your other car or have a sign that comes on and off, but you can't do that. That's just not respectable.
Agreed. And it's like then when I saw it, I'm like, oh, no wonder they kicked her out. She got the big OnlyFans plastered on the back of her car, and I'm like,
So
of
what do you
course,
think? Like, come on, lady.
yeah,
People are
you
gonna
got
do anything for clout.
yeah. It's just so many people do so much stupid shit for clout. It's crazy, and I'm like,
Oh, one thing I didn't know. I thought everybody was like me and was actually in this for money.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm not making money, I wouldn't be here for 5, 6 years. But there are people that have been in the industry a long time and they don't care if their money flows or not. They're in this for clout purposes, the attention, the this, the that. I'm not here for none of that. I'm here to make money. So I do tell my students, if that's you, don't come to my classes because I'm not for
Yeah, that
you.
that don't even make sense to me because it's like if you're not in it for the money, then why are you here? Why are you putting yourself on this camera? Why are you wasting time sitting
Attention,
here?
or they're not getting any in real life, and that's not just men, it's women too. There's a lot of women that get into this industry because they can't get none in real life. So men do it too, but I'm just saying people look at it like men just do it. No, women do it as well. But
Mm.
they get into that. I'm just like, mm-mm. I don't need to get into this to have sex.
I didn't know that about women. Women get into it because I'm like, y'all control whether or not sex is gonna go down or not.
But they do. They
But
do. They don't have confidence, I guess.
that's I find that crazy that they don't have confidence because I meet a whole bunch of women with confidence, you know what I'm saying? Or the presumed image of confidence.
Well, I keep it real, and a lot of them, like for instance, why would they come on here and tell you, "Oh, my confidence is down," or this, or "I'm really just in this for clout"? Like if they were on your podcast, they're not going to do that. They're gonna
Hmm.
People are gonna present themselves in the best light. Whereas I keep it real. Like on my YouTube channel, I be farting, burping, crying. Y'all get all of me. You just get me. Like it's just I'm not here to be fake. I never lied about my age. I don't understand why people still do that. I don't know.
That's crazy. People still do that, like Google in the thing. Like you can find access on somebody, and hell, you can find that shit on the dark web too. You know,
Yeah.
it's crazy. But yeah, that's definitely big.
Mhm.
And what do you think about people that they lose their jobs if their employer finds out that they have an OnlyFans?
Here's the thing. If you're working, that's why I said before, like if you worry about somebody to find you, it's not for you. So that is always a chance. But don't go into it being an audio artist, audio only until you make enough to get out. You don't have to show yourself.
Hmm.
Do
Yeah,
audio content.
yeah, that people are not thinking smart. You know what I'm saying? Because
Mhm.
of course the company they have their morals and all that other
Yeah.
stuff. The
You can't get
moral
mad at the
framework.
company.
Yeah,
So
they have their
mhm.
fake morals or this or that.
Yeah.
But they're like, oh, we can't stand for that. That's where y'all draw the line. But y'all got people to rob y'all all the time. But that's where y'all draw the line. Okay,
Yeah. Exactly.
and it be the ones within your own business be out here robbing you and stuff, out here doing craziness. But I don't know about these companies. So what do you got planned for the rest of 2024?
Oh, well, I'd love to get nominated again for XBiz Awards. So in this industry, there's two major awards. There's AVNs, but that's typically for people that do porn. And then for me, like the cam girl and content clip artist, they have the XBiz Creator Awards. So that's coming up here in a few months. And I'm hoping to get nominated again. I was nominated in 2021 and 2022. I wasn't last year, so I'm just hoping to get nominated again, possibly win. Definitely want to get to more exoticas. I was thinking I was gonna go to Chicago Exotica, probably not. I don't know. It's in April, so we'll see. But if not, I'll make it to the New Jersey one. Um, just keep building my team, building Mattress Actress, building Paislee Haze. That was kind of why I wanted to do like my press run this month and get on as many podcasts as possible, get in magazines, get in blogs,
That's
just to get
real.
my name out there.
Hey, that's real. Your name's definitely getting out here. I definitely and I'm hoping to make Exotica because I applied to for a media pass for Exotica, but they never
Hmm.
got back to me. So I'll probably have to talk to somebody else I know of and see if they can help me out with that. I might make a little call to Alfonso, see if he can help me out. I don't know.
Okay, so one, you could always just buy tickets and go and interview people. No one's gonna stop you from interview. They all want to be interviewed. So if you just
Mm-hmm.
buy regular tickets, you can also get a booth, but try reaching out. Message me when we're done here. I'll send you an email and you can try reaching out and see.
All right, all right. We'll definitely set that up. And I want to thank you for joining me on Liquor Talk today. Like I said, if you got any more adult entertainers that want to come through, or if any of your adult entertainer friends want to come through, let them know that this is a safe space for adult entertainers and sex workers all alike. It's a safe space for everybody.
Okay, cool, cool. I'll definitely let them know.
And thank you for that. And thank you to listeners for subscribing to Liquor Talk on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio. Remember to keep pouring it up because life is only gonna keep life in. So pour it up and let's get through it. Until the next episode. Remember this that podcast that's
Follow
taking over
me.
for the 24 and the 25. We out this thing. It's Liquor Talk, y'all. I'm your man Victor, and we out.